1978's Halloween is a perfect horror slasher. It had great suspense and very little jump scares, but when you got one, they were very effective. So to me, the first Halloween movie was a very great horror film. Halloween 2 was a good sequel. It wasn't as good as the first film, but it was a good follow-up to it. There wasn't a whole lot of suspense, but again, still a good film. Halloween 3, I feel like it shouldn't be considered part of the franchise because there is no Michael Myers. But the film is good as its own film. And if you guys haven't checked it out, I do highly recommend that you watch it at least around Halloween, or whenever if you love watching horror films, because it is a great film to watch, especially in my opinion around Halloween. Halloween 3 was supposed to take the Halloween franchise and make it an anthology series, which I do think it was a great idea, but it wasn't, well, it just didn't work out during the time. Halloween 4 was a good movie to have Michael return to the franchise, but it was a copy of the original with some things switched up a bit. With Michael having a niece and Laurie Strode from the first movie and second being dead, the ending to the film was interesting, having Jamie Michael's niece attacking her stepmom and it kind of being revealed that the evil that was in Michael being passed down to her. Halloween 5, well, that sucked a lot. They scrapped the idea of Jamie being evil, like her uncle, and they put stuff in the film like the thorn tattoo and the man in black, and didn't explain it at all, and wanted the people who would make the next Halloween film, Halloween, to at least explain it in some way for some reason. Halloween 5 also killed off Rachel, Jamie's stepsister who was in Halloween 4. They killed her off too soon and then had Tina be in the film and basically take the Rachel role, which Tina was so annoying. I mean, dear God, what were they thinking? Anyways, when she died in the film, I may have been a bit too happy for someone dying in a film. Halloween 5 ended with a kinda cliffhanger, which Halloween 6 was a mess and had a director cut and a producer's cut, which I prefer the producer's cut because it had more stuff in it and made the film make somewhat sense. Don't get me wrong, 6 was bad, but not as bad as 5 in my opinion. Halloween H2O was a great return for Laurie, and I loved that they scrapped Halloween 4, 5, and 6, where they were no longer canon in the franchise, but it did feel like the other 90s slashers films that were going on during the time, and I didn't really like that they have done that. Also, they had problems with the mask, and we got a crappy CGI mask in the film. The ending to Halloween H2O, however, was a great way to wrap up the Halloween franchise. Then we got Resurrection. Don't care, just do not like this film. I will give it one thing that I did like, and that was that there was no family angle. They had it where he killed people who just went to his house, which the reason why I say that is because it made Michael seem like he would kill random people, no longer his family. Of course, there was someone from his family that still survived, but for some reason they didn't bring him in it, which I don't know how I feel about that. But dear God, it sucked. It really, really sucked. Just why? Rob Zombie's Halloween remake was not good, but well, it wasn't good. I'm kinda like that he tried to explain Michael's past, but it just didn't work out for what he did. The mask looked great. I do like the clean white mask, but Rob's mask wasn't that bad. Halloween 2 was really annoying, Laurie was really annoying, and every person was just a horrible human being in this film. I did like the Hobo Myers look because it was a bit realistic. Michael would be homeless, but I didn't like the look of the mask, and it was just a bit too far. I'm okay with the rotted look, but not for that long or not that bad with the face being torn off. It was just way too far in my opinion. I mean, even if it did happen to make for like Michael Myers to get a new mask, They should have just not showed his face that much, or at least had shadows hidden it until he got a new mask. And now we wait for Halloween, or Halloween 2018.